So, alright, I'm recording now.
Oh, okay.
This is outside of Sturgis, South Dakota, on a very clear day. Could not ask for a clearer day. Well, maybe you could. There's a little cloud over there. Beautiful, ain't it? We are doing 82 miles an hour toward the Devil's Tower. That's where they filmed the movie Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Remember that scene with Richard Dreyfuss making the mashed potatoes with the fork? I don't know if anybody remembers that, but this means something. So that's where we're going, and then from there we're going to try to make it as quickly as possible into and through Montana. Once we get to Billings, we'll have to figure out if we have enough time to beat the storms into Beartooth Pass and then down to Moose.
Well, the storms just said are hitting Tuesday, right?
Yeah.
Today's Sunday, so we'd have Monday.
Oh, that's true. That's true. I keep thinking it's Monday. Alright, so that's less of a concern, but definitely trying to get us as far along as possible.
Which is why we left the hotel as late as possible.
Yes, yes.
We're right on track.
Yeah, but at least the bikes are clean.
They do look pretty nice.
Moose shamed me into cleaning my bike extra. We went down to a car wash place, one of them spray wash. I did not realize how modern that shit is. I thought it was, they just give you a spray gun and then you pretty much do everything else. But no. They got soap, they got a different soap, they got wax, they have a rinse, a no spot rinse, they got a big blow dryer thingy. That was pretty cool. So I think I might be bringing my bike down there more often. If
right
they
to
have
Sturgis?
Yeah.
Long drive.
To Sturgis every time. If they have the same one in Fuquay next to the sheets, I might try that.
I know the ones that ours don't have what they have here.
Ah, it'd be nice if
it has all the soaps and stuff, but it doesn't have the blower.
Interesting. So I'm hoping to do it. Yeah, go ahead, sorry.
Would have been nice if it had been heated air.
Yeah, heated air probably would have been nicer. I use the blower at home, the leaf blower, to blow all the water off when I wash the bike there.
Yeah. I got a little Ryobi battery operated one.
Yeah.
Little tiny fucker. It works great.
Only problem is...
gorgeous out here.
Yeah, it is gorgeous. Sorry, I got off topic. I was going to say it's, you know, getting down to clean the stuff down low.
Yeah, it's a pain in the ass. That's why I use my lift.
And if the ground is wet after you've washed it, you know. So, I think that spray place is pretty good. I might try that from now on. Look at that. I wonder what hill that is. Custer's Last Hill. Epic scenery, beautiful cinematic views. I'm using my GoPro to capture a lot of this. Let me put my wind visor down thing, whatever. So now you can hear the wind. $127 miles till empty. Plenty of gas. Cool little corner here. Pretty nice. I might actually have to lean the bike. Wow. Ever so slightly. There you go. The windshield is as clean as it's going to be, so that's why I'm using the GoPro. You can see right through it, sort of, and it's not all dead bugs. I found a big old dragonfly stuck up in there. Poor thing. Old Beltline. What is that? Old Bell Road. Yeah. Alright, folks, this is my Kaylee 7. I'll turn this back on in a little bit.
Ugh,
Skunk.
damn.
There it is. Off to the right. It's very pale looking.
Oh, you see it?
Yeah, if you look off to the right.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Should be a fun road without any cars on it.
Yeah, I know, right?
Feels like you're out in the middle of nowhere.
It's because you are.
Oh, everywhere, somewhere.
I love the wide open spaces, though. That's amazing. All I can hear in my head is, "Give me land, lots of land under cloudy blah blah blah," whatever. Don't fence me in.
Is the hay bale the Wyoming and South Dakota state flower? Or?
I know, right? Do seem to have
They
quite
seem
a bit
to be
of
in bloom.
Here I go yawning through another turn.
This is horrible. Cars shouldn't be allowed to ride in the same roads we are.
Seriously, get rid of the cars. Banned.
I'm going to record a little video.
Yeah, I've been recording for about 5 minutes now.
How's it going, everybody? Moose here. We are in Wyoming. The first time on the trip I've got to come to a state I've never seen before by motorcycle. We're on our way to Devil's Tower right there at a very slow and painful pace.
Yep.
Automobiles make roads no fun for bikers.
Yep.
Jesus Christ. It's been a fun trip so far. Mike Haley 7 and myself were actually recognized at the hotel.
Yep.
Two sets of viewers, Chuck and
Sandy.
and
Yep.
Nyla and Lauren were there, and very nice people. We got to speak to them a little bit outside and chat, and we hit the road. They hit the road first. And so it was fun meeting some people watching on YouTube. It's one of the few times I think I've been recognized out in public.
Yep.
And so that was cool. A few things I've learned about the trip so far is pretty disappointed in this Harley Davidson. When we got to Wyoming wise, I mean, the bike is apparently not designed around climbing hills and elevation. Like the 7 on the Goldwing was doing 88 miles an hour without any issue at all, just tooling along. This thing, cranked all the way back, was having trouble doing 82, 83 up those hills, which is pretty disappointing.
Yeah.
I must say. So I have a feeling this bike will be saying goodbye next year, because apparently it can no longer do the things I'm asking it to do. It's a nice bike. They're great bikes, but they're not what they say they are. They're not the ultimate touring machine. I think Harley Davidson needs to change that. Ultimate touring machine as long as you're on flat ground. Then they'd be fine. Otherwise, it's a total and utter piece of BS. although it's a nice motorcycle, it's a well-built motorcycle, it does not have the power needed to do certain things when it's stock. And in my book, when you buy something, you shouldn't have to throw money into the engine to make it so it can climb a hill.
That's a good point.
That's not the way it works. I don't buy a car and then go down, take the engine out, and put a different engine in it so I can go up hills. So, as much as I love it, I am fairly confident I'm about 95% there, saying I'm going to take a bath on it next year and trade it in on something else. Probably a Gold Wing. I'll have to deal with shitty paint, but at least I'll have a nice bike to ride.
Yeah, well, no, you're right. The paint on these things is not as good as the Harley. Not at all.
But, I mean, I've been getting by with the fact I can't do the curves the way I want to do, because I can say what kind of bike it is. You know, it's not meant for it, so I can explain that one away, but I can't explain something away when I can't go up hills at the speed limit. 80 miles an hour is the speed limit in Wyoming, and it was struggling to do that 80 miles an hour up the hill, so that's not good. That's not excusable. I think Harley-Davidson needs to step back and take a good look at what they're designing and stop screwing the customer over and start making the bike right from the factory. That's just my opinion. Hate me if you want, but that's the way I feel about it. If you disagree, we're going to agree to disagree on it.
Well, if anybody disagrees, I challenge that person to take a stock Milwaukee 8 bike, you know, an Ultra like you have,
right,
and try to do any better than you're doing. Because you haven't done anything wrong to the bike.
No.
You haven't modified it, and it's just bone stock engine, bone stock exhaust, and you're having trouble going through what shouldn't be troublesome country.
Right. It's a high elevation, but the EFI should adjust for that, and it doesn't seem to. So, I love the bike, don't get me wrong, but I'm not going to sit here and tell you it's perfect for this kind of trip, because really, on a long road trip, the bike's got to do everything you want it to do. The one drawback to the Gold Wing, of course, other than the seat, which has been a drawback in any bike I've ever owned.
Yep.
So I can't even say it's a drawback. That's just one of those things. But
Yep.
the only drawback would be the luggage space.
Yep.
However, I did pack almost all my stuff, with the exception of my bag of clothes and my Kaylee 7's bike, and it all fit within the trunk and the saddlebag like it does on this. So
Yep.
as far as that goes, I'd be fine. I would just have to, figure out luggage on the back, kind of like he did. I'd like to have some quick disconnect, which I'm sure I could engineer and figure out if I had the bike sitting there in the garage.
Yep.
So we'll see. I mean, I'm sure I'll take a hit, like you always do when you trade something in, but I really don't think I want to come on another trip and feel like I'm struggling through where I'm going.
Yeah, I feel bad, and I haven't said, I mean, because you know how Moose and I are always picking. We're always kind of joking with each other. And some people might think it cruel, but we understand each other. And I have not picked on him at all for this, because I know how much it's bothersome, and it bothers me for him.
I'm going to cry.
Yeah, I'm crying for you.
But, you know, it is what it is. Still enjoying the trip. It doesn't kill the trip. It just slows the trip down a little bit.
Yeah.
I can't imagine doing this on an 88 cubic inch.
Yeah, I know. I was wondering maybe if you geared down.
I did.
Oh. All right. Never mind.
I went down to 5th, and it still wouldn't get above, I mean, I can live with the fact I can't do 80. I'll do 75. If I can do 75 straight,
Yeah.
Set it at 80 and do 75 to 80. That's all right.
Yeah.
I mean, it'll get through. We won't lose that much time. You only talk a couple minutes an hour.
Yeah.
But it's just it should be better than that in the factory. It shouldn't be. I shouldn't have to throw money into a $30,000 motorcycle to make it do what it needs to do. That's the whole point.
Yeah.
So with that, we'll be at the Devil's Tower soon, and I'm gonna take some pictures. Enjoy the day. It's beautiful outside. The road is awesome. Car's slowing us down a little bit, but that's the way it goes when you're on a bike. So until next time, this is Moose saying, keep it safe out there. Don't climb any hills with your Harley. Have a good one. Bye. Might throw the GoPro back on the way down.
Yeah. I think we took the long way here.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe.
Hard to say, really.
It's not fastest route. I don't really see any other roads in.
Huh. I wonder why other people are getting off at 199.
Must go through town. Maybe they come the other way. You know what I mean? Like the way these people are coming. I don't know.
I see it over there. It's pretty cool looking. I thought it would be darker than it is.
That's probably people probably adjusted the contrast on their pictures to make it that way.
Maybe.
Because mine will be dark.
Yours will be dark.
Mysterious. Subjective.
I've been recording the whole way pretty much since we got off the exit.
Oh, nice.
Or when you returned and I heard it say, drive 21 miles, that's when I turned on the camera. And we're still recording.
It's cool looking.
That is very
nice. It's not really by itself.
No.
There's some stuff over there.
Yeah.
I was expecting to come out here and just see this.
Stark, yeah. Well, because that's the way it's always presented in movies and videos and such. And I think, if I'm not, I don't know if I'm, are we seeing, I think we're seeing it from the main side. I know it's not as impressive from the back end of it. Look at that. Teepees. Actual flippin' teepees. Wow.
Picture turnout half a mile. Is that us?
I think that's just like a little scenic overlook place. Oof, look at how beautiful this is.
Wow. Oh, this is full. Wonder what's down a half a mile. Or should we just get here?
No, let's keep going.
They need to cut trees down. You know, I mean, you know.
Cut some trees down and make some space so I can take a picture.
Need to cut some shit down so people can see the crap. I think they're turning me into a gas station.
No, just keep going. I know you can get closer to it than this. I've seen it in the movies.
Well, I also saw a Carter over the Grand Canyon in the movies.
Oh, yeah.
Just gonna throw that out there.
Wow. Devil's Tower. My Kaylee 7 is looking at the Devil's Tower. Wow. According to Chuck and Sandy, you can walk around that in 45 minutes. Not that I'm going to, but you can. So that gives you a little sense of scale. If you're walking about, what, 2 miles an hour. Wow, look at the old jalopies. Cool.
Wow.
Not saying it. Not saying it.
I was just looking. It's just like...
No, I'm just yeah, turn out here.
Come on here. What'd you think? What?
I was thinking, I bet you they can go faster than your bike. I'm such a dick.
Yep.
Oh, that was
coming eventually.
Terrible.
That pains me, Mike. You're so nice on the video.
I was.
Turned into a dick afterwards. Asshole.
Oh, goodness. Wow, look at that. So majestic.